Sometimes, if you listen really hard, you can almost hear it.
Our first ever instant star is...
You're it, girl. You're the real thing.
That moment your life changes.
It's about a girl who is just about to fly off and see the world.
Forever.
Jude Harrison!
Hello and welcome to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. As always, I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, Sam.
And I'm here with the gorgeous Chloe.
And today, we are recapping Instant Star Season 3, Episode 6, Heart of Gold. Original air date, 16th of March, 2007. Okay. My synopsis is... Jude is planning a major event dedicated to Patsy, who would be turning 23 if it hadn't been for her untimely death. She really needs Sadie to help, but when Jude dumps a little too much responsibility on her, Sadie drops the bomb. Sadie's sick of being the help and plans on moving to New York so she can live her own life. Meanwhile, Jamie sets his sights on signing a new act on the G Major label.
Yours are so much better than mine.
What's yours?
So mine literally says, Sadie considers going to New York in spite of Zoo needing her. I'm like, wow.
I mean, what were your initial thoughts on the episode?
Okay, so the title, Heart of Gold, I'm just like, no. I'm like,
Song
Heart
by
of
the
a-
Beatles, by the way.
I know, and I'm like, the Beatles, really? I was like, maybe heart of a pushover, heart of codependency, something. But I'm just, and I think I know I have said this so many times. Sadie is literally my favorite character, and I'm just like, you all suck.
Yeah, I have like really mixed thoughts about this episode. So obviously, this is the episode that follows 305, Patsy's funeral. So anything would have been hard
Yeah.
to top that. But this just felt like it fell flat.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they were trying to get Sadie more character development, but it just didn't work. They went about it wrong.
I feel like, I would have loved if this would have gone the right way, but I
Right.
honestly feel like they completely shattered any character development we had with Sadie.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how they got it so wrong. And I feel like, I know we're trying not to talk about future seasons, but they would have been better developing Sadie's character now, like giving her more responsibility with Darius, like they start to do in season 4, and we never get to
Right.
see.
Yes.
Like, I wish we could have seen that. That would have been such a good character thing for Sadie.
Yes.
And instead, we got like a tiny glimpse of that happening, and then the show ended forever.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, okay, let's get into the recap. I don't remember which one of us is doing it. Me? Okay. So, I'm going to try not to be too critical of this.
Oh, please do. Well, because it's like you said, coming out of Patsy's funeral, and even the first, what episode was it? Hold on. This is why I have a notebook. Oh, wow, I had a lot of pages on 305. Honestly, since when playing that 303. Yeah, honestly, since anything after after everything we saw in 303, 304, and 305, I feel like you said, anything would have been hard to come after that.
Mhm.
But the fact that this literally is so bad.
And it's interesting. My memory of season three is different to how I'm reacting to it now we're rewatching it. Like, I
Yeah.
loved season three back in the day.
Yes.
It feels not apart from the Patsy stuff, which has been done really well.
Hmm.
Everybody else's storylines don't feel like they've done much for me yet.
No.
Jude's included. Like,
Yeah.
she's so jealous about Karma working with Tommy, and season three
Uh,
without the Patsy stuff is not my favorite.
right. And I'm like, I mean, honestly, I think just because of the fact that we're watching it now compared to God, 20 years ago.
God.
I know. Okay, yeah. I'm having a freaking meltdown. I will be like 38 this year. I'm about to be middle aged. Okay.
Stop.
Like this month. Okay. My freaking word is right now.
Well, you still
Um,
look like 21, so you're fine.
well, thank you. But I mean, I think it's interesting to go back and watch a show that you loved in your late teens, early 20s, and watching it now as a grown woman, and just how your perspective changes, how you characters you thought you loved, you're like, I really want to push you in front of a moving train.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just,
I feel like
I think
season
it's,
two had a stronger storyline, which I never thought
yeah,
I'd say.
right. I'm really like anxious slash hesitant slash excited to get into season four
Same.
because
Season three feels like
I,
it's dragging, and I know we took forever with season two, but I
yeah,
enjoyed the whole storyline of the
hmm,
whole season more.
yeah. And like, it's so interesting because, when I watched season four live, which I still hate the way the end did that,
Same.
that was such bullshit. Um, I there were only like a couple of episodes in season four that I really actually liked, and everything else was like, eh. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to play out now compared to when I watched this the first time. I loved season three,
Yeah, same.
and now I'm like, I hate all of you.
Don't get me wrong, season three has some very strong episodes, some of which
Yes,
are coming up. Um,
yes,
but the general whole storyline of season three so far isn't gripping me like it was.
right.
It feels like it's
Well,
all over the place.
and I honestly, I feel like knowing what we just saw and what's to come with like Tommy and who everyone else who's involved, those two things were so big and so important to the storyline that everything else just feels obnoxious and
Mm,
annoying.
yeah. And this whole episode just feels like a filler, really, because
Yeah,
everything this episode talks about doesn't really go anywhere else again.
right. I know. It's all just like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, let's get into it because everybody this episode is just pissing me off.
Yes.
Okay, so the episode opens with Jude holding a press conference announcing that she's putting on this concert to raise money for homelessness and a local shelter in memory of Patsy. And Sadie is stressed because Jude's given her less than a week to organize all of this. But Tommy says to Sadie, look, give her a chance. And Sadie is annoyed that Jude chooses Tommy to help with the benefit t-shirts and just gives Sadie her guitar to go back to the studio. Sadie, this whole episode, seems to be playing mum to her dad and to Jude, and neither of
Mhm.
them give her even 5 minutes to listen to her about the mail that she receives.
Yeah.
And instead, everyone's saying to Sadie, cut Jude some slack. Patsy's just died, like, chill out. We'll go back all over this in a second because what?
Yeah.
Sadie is then at G Major, and Darius is raising concerns about the benefit concert. And he says, look, Sadie, you can help as long as it doesn't interfere with your day job. And then we meet Pagan Smith, who weirdly we met in the mini last week, but we didn't know who he was.
Right.
Again, like I feel like they should have done the minis the other way round, but whatever.
Yes.
So we meet this new character, Pagan Smith, and he is apparently this big rock star from back in the day, and he's considering signing with G Major to like bump up his career again. Jude asks Jamie if Pagan will play the benefit, but Jamie doesn't think so because he's not easily manipulated. I mean, Jude and Jamie have so many issues at this point. It's like,
Yes.
whatever. Darius is pissed that Jamie just blows the A&R meeting with Pagan and insists that Jamie has to fix it and convince him to sign with G Major.
Again, the kid's 17.
Yeah, he's just had his girlfriend die. Like,
16. Yeah. Like,
my God. It's just, oh, so many thoughts.
yes.
Jude does what she does best and gives Sadie all of the work to do for the benefit before going off to play foosball with Tommy.
Yeah.
And she lets Tommy know that she feels bad for having fun because Patsy never will again. Jude. Sadie confides in the only friend she has in this whole life, which seems to be Portia. Also, where is Quest? Like, aren't they dating?
Yeah.
Portia is the only person who's ever shown Sadie any support. Sadie tells her about the letter she's received for a UN internship, and they open it together, and Sadie has got in the internship, which is good for her.
Mm-hmm.
But it means she has to move to New York. Sadie forgets about the great news and goes to the mall, trying to organize the benefit still. And the mall lady, that's what I'm just going to call her, is a bitch.
Yes.
And says, if you don't have this 403 paperwork, you can't have the concert. So it's cancelled. Meanwhile, Jamie finds Pagan at his storage unit where he supposedly lives and learns that despite 4 platinum albums and a star on the Walk of Fame, Pagan is broke. Evidently, he's in a storage unit.
Yes.
Jamie tries to convince him to sign with G Major despite what he said in the A&R meeting. And by signing with G Major, he'll get a whole new young audience. But he's also honest about how he probably shouldn't sign with them too because they just kill their artists. Jamie, you need therapy.
Yes.
Sadie manages to arrange the 403 for the concert, but not before Jude and Tommy turn up and learn that the concert's been cancelled. And Jude and Sadie fight because Jude has left Sadie to organise everything and Sadie's annoyed. And then she suddenly says, look, I'm moving to New York, so screw you. Jude tries rearranging the location for the concert, but Tommy lets her know that it's not Sadie's fault. She was just overwhelmed with everything. Maybe Tommy's the only redeeming person in this episode.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Meanwhile, Quest does exist. Sadie has a celebratory lunch with Quest. He suddenly appears and says, you know what, it'll be good for Jude to be self-sufficient. And Sadie's happy to slag off her own sister, but doesn't like other people doing it. And she gets pissed.
Yes.
Sadie then realizes that she's being too harsh with Jude and, they make up. Meanwhile, Jamie, in probably the best comic relief of this whole episode, quits G Major by writing it on like a napkin or whatever it is, a CD case or something.
Yes.
Jude and Sadie then learn that their dad is selling his rare vinyl to pay for Sadie's internship. They then go together to the mall and get the concert going again. Pagan goes to Jamie's house and says that even though all record contracts are the same, G Major is different because it has Jamie. And now Jamie realizes he has to get his job back that he just quit. Jude holds the concert and dedicates it to Sadie, even though I thought it was for Patsy.
Yeah.
Jamie renegotiates his G Major job because he signs Pagan to the label and agrees to handle him personally, and he manages to get his own office and a new job title. At the end of the episode, Jude runs into Jamie and they disagree over whether Patsy would have even liked the benefit concert. And that was the episode. I mean, even recapping it just felt like it was all over the place.
Yes.
Let's go from the top. So, Jude announces she's holding this benefit concert for homelessness in memory of Patsy. I mean, we never actually found out if Patsy was homeless.
Right.
And now all of a sudden she kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, what's that about? And Jude, this entire episode is so tone deaf.
Yeah.
She gives everything to Sadie to organize in a week. And I don't understand what they were trying to do with Sadie. Were they
Like,
trying
I
to
know.
make her pissed?
Yeah. I'm like, I get Laura had played like Supergirl and all this, but damn, people.
This whole episode makes her seem weak.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just Jude annoys me this entire episode.
Yeah.
And even like, Sadie in the kitchen, she's making breakfast for everyone, and Jude comes in and like messes up the folded laundry. And Jude's dad, who I forgot even existed until this episode, is
Yeah.
like, Sadie, cut Jude some slack. Sadie's playing mum to everyone.
Yes. And I'm sorry. Just because somebody dies that you're close to, is important to you or whatever, you cannot walk all over everybody else. You do not deserve a freaking 10-mile long rope of slack.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And this whole episode is just Sadie running around trying to organize things for her sister.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I did like was Darius saying to Sadie, you can do this benefit as long as it doesn't interfere with your day job. And I feel like this is the beginning of the Darius-Sadie flirtation.
Yes.
Love it. I wish we'd see more of it.
Yes.
And then we meet Pagan. I mean, Pagan is an interesting character.
Yes.
I feel like maybe they're trying to get him to be the new Patsy with less, like, chaos.
Yeah, maybe. I can never decide if I like Pagan or not. I go like back and forth.
He's an interesting new dynamic, I think.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we wouldn't really have anyone at G major except Jude, musically, and Karma, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he brings a new dynamic to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that Jamie perhaps finds a new purpose because of Pagan.
Mm-hmm.
But Darius is clearly all business this episode, like Patsy long forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darius.
Oh.
He's a businessman.
Yes.
And yeah, then we have, Sadie still organizing the benefit and Jude just playing foosball with Tommy. And Sadie just lets everybody pile on her this episode. The other thing that annoyed me is I feel like everybody acting this episode felt like they were acting. Like
Yes.
the way they were saying the lines just fell flat somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, we've talked about this before, you don't feel like you're watching Alex or Laura or Tim. You feel like you're
Right.
watching the real characters.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that this episode.
Not at all.
It felt like they were acting. And it was
Mm-hmm.
But I do love the Sadie and Portia friendship.
Yes.
Portia's literally, since season 2, she's been Sadie's buddy.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Which in turn makes what's coming so much go deeper
Yep.
because of how that action literally like infiltrated everyone around him.
Yep. 100%. And Portia is really the voice of reason in everything, I think.
Yeah.
She's been in the industry a long time. She was married to Tommy. She's seen a lot.
Yeah. Well, and she's Darius' sister, so I think that Portia Portia could have gone into an amazing character in the sense of like her friendship with Sadie, in the sense of she doesn't really take Tommy's crap and calls him on his crap.
Yeah.
In the sense of she's Darius' sister, in the sense of her and Jude, like I love the like one episode in season one, but now you can tell it's almost a very strict working relationship.
Yep.
And I think going back to what you said about how she was married to Tommy, she's in the industry herself, and she's Darius' sister, so she knows a little bit about everything.
Yeah. And she's
And
seen how fame changes people.
yeah,
I wish we could have seen more of Portia. And
mm,
I don't remember if we see her in season 4. Do we not?
mm,
So the way they wrap up her storyline is kind of open-ended, I think, at the end of this season. If I don't want to talk too much about future episodes,
right,
but what happens with Portia coming up feels quite rushed
yeah,
again. Like, I don't know. Let's not get into that now, but
yeah.
she could have been a much more well-rounded character, I think.
I think the only like saving grace is for me that when they were filming like these episodes, they didn't know season four was it yet.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
maybe they had plans to go farther, and then they got the call, hey, by the way.
Yeah, we can ask Stephen when we talk to him again because I'm interested to hear all these years later, maybe what happened with
Yeah,
season 4 not becoming season 5, you know?
yeah.
But yeah, let's go back to this. I don't even know how to describe this episode. Filler.
Clusterfuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So Sadie's back at the mall. The mall lady is a bitch. Like, seriously, she's a decent size pop star, right?
Yeah,
Taking a benefit at a mall. Why a mall? Like,
yeah.
you know. Also, like, homeless people don't go to malls, so
Right.
maybe you could have performed at the shelter. That would have been better.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But then we see Jamie try and find Pagan at his storage unit. Okay. And I actually made a comment that Pagan is the new Patsy if Patsy had managed to kind of reform and
Hmm.
get clean and everything. Because I feel like Pagan has an interesting past that we don't
Yeah.
delve too much into, but you can kind of
Right.
tell. Um, and then we get to the fight with Sadie and Jude and Tommy in the middle, and it's literally like 104, Hey Sister, all over again.
Yes.
Which I did like. It feels like the grown-up version of that fight.
Yeah.
But you know what? I agree with Sadie during this argument.
Yeah. I do too.
Jude is just so out of touch with the
Hmm.
people in her life that aren't herself.
Right.
Like, she only cares about herself.
Hmm.
And the people in her life that aren't Sadie enable it. Like,
I know. Oh,
Tommy included to a degree.
that drives me crazy. I'm just like, ah!
Yeah, Sadie's the one living in the real world, essentially. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, she works for a record label, but she's the one at home, keeping the house, feeding. Like, what is what is their dad doing in all of this? Why is he not being a father?
I'm just gonna be like, Steven, why even put parents like in any of your shows?
Yeah. Like Jamie's Nana, who I don't think we ever meet, seems like a better parent than either of Jude.
Yeah. Yep.
Just wow. But obviously, Sadie says to Jude, I'm moving to New York, so I won't be able to help you for much longer. And Jude, I think, finally starts realizing the error of her ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Jude, trying to come up with these ideas for a new concert location. And she's terrible at this stuff.
Yes.
And Tommy, perhaps as the voice of reason, lets her know that Sadie was just overwhelmed. It wasn't her fault.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that Tommy tried to show Jude where she was in the wrong.
Yeah.
But then even Sadie goes back to being someone who enables Jude. Like she gets pissed at Quest for saying that, Quest says Jude is self-centered and
Yeah.
it'll be good for Jude for Sadie to move away. And Sadie sticks up for Jude. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
we're going backwards here.
Yes, we are.
He caved way too easily. So all
Yeah.
of Sadie's kind of attempted character development in this episode just goes backwards and goes back to zero.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
And oh yeah. The best scene, the saving grace scene of this episode is Jamie quitting because it's just so funny.
It is so good.
It's just like Darius says, I need it in writing, so he picks up the thing, right? I quit and walks
I
off.
quit. And then he like shows it at him.
Yeah. And Darius, I mean, Darius needs to work on the therapy availability for G Major.
Yes.
I think everybody could benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess obviously back then maybe corporate therapy wasn't really a thing.
Right.
But yeah, everybody needs it.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Sadie's dad is selling vinyl to pay for the internship. And I literally made a comment that says he's the parent, but he doesn't act like it.
Yes.
Doesn't he work in finance? Why is he raising money? Where is his money?
Right.
I don't get it.
I mean, he's supposed to handle Jude's money, but clearly he can't handle his own.
Yeah, where is his money?
I don't know, because, I mean, he even had to get a loan to buy the house.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I feel like we just brushed over that issue.
yeah.
Oh. Jude apologizes to Sadie, and Sadie caves, and they decide to get the benefit concert back on. They do this weird thing where they call the press unannounced, and the mall manager kind of feels obliged to like agree that it's back on. I don't know about doing that.
No.
It's a bit shady.
That, it's very shady. It's very manipulated.
Yeah,
Whatever.
manipulative. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have Pagan saying, "Look, I'll sign with G Major because you're there, Jamie." And Jamie's like, "Crap. Now I have to get my job back."
Yes.
But I love this new friendship already with Jamie and Pagan. It's giving Jamie his zest for life again.
Yes.
And it's keeping him away from Jude, which I think is a great thing.
Very great thing.
And then Jude holds the concert and dedicates it to Sadie when the whole point was dedicated to Patsy. I'm so confused.
I'm so confused.
But the good thing is Jamie gets his job back with G Major. And smart business move. He gets his own office, he gets a new job title. I love this is where Jamie's character growth begins.
Yes.
And everybody else's never happens.
Right.
And then it ends with Jude running into Jamie. Like, they really should stop running into each other because at this point, they should not be friends.
No.
And Jude thinks Patsy would have loved the concert, and Jamie thinks she wouldn't. I agree with Jamie.
I agree with Jamie.
Like, Patsy would have hated it.
She would have. I mean,
Is Jude tone deaf for thinking that she wouldn't?
I guess.
I also feel like this is the one episode where we see Jude talk about Patsy's death affecting her. And then I feel like we never hear about it again.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we do or if we don't, but
I don't think we do.
I feel like this is the last Patsy episode, really.
Yeah.
Because next we
I-
have where they go away to record, and then we have the birthday
Yeah.
two-part episode, and then the kind of climax of season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last send
This
off.
is less like I don't even think Patsy is mentioned again.
I don't think so. But I feel like Jamie always knew Patsy more than people gave him credit for.
Yeah.
And I like that he's focused on Pagan, moving away from Jude. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how it comes back around at the end of the season, but but the episode ends with Sadie not taking the internship. Do you think she should have taken the job?
Think she should have packed her bags the day she got the freaking letter and hightailed her ass to freaking New York.
Yeah. She says that she'd rather take G major by storm. I mean, this definitely starts happening in season 4, and even like Alex has talked about this on Instagram. She thinks, post Instant Star ending, Sadie would definitely be running G major by now.
Yeah.
But I just wish Sadie says it this episode. I wish this could have been the beginning of it.
Me too.
Why didn't they do anything with that?
I don't
Like Laura said herself, playing Sadie was limiting and her character didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
This could have been the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating.
And it wouldn't have came out of like left field.
Yeah. She's already kind of got a good relationship with Darius. Build on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because her character doesn't really go anywhere else this season.
No.
I mean, she has that thing with the birthday, but that's it. Like, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
What was your episode theme?
Um. Family ties and entangled relationships.
Oh, I had
'Cause-
assumptions.
Yeah. And like so because of some stuff I'm going through, I've always known of entangled, but never in the aspect of just how much it can relate to siblings. And Jude and Sadie, after everything with their mom, and after Jude becoming Jude, and the stuff with their dad, their relationship is so entangled. I don't even know if they would know how to start untangling it right now.
Yeah, it's yeah,
I mean, it's like Sadie is very codependent. Like, I think that was like the highlight of this episode.
Mhm.
Before, like, oh, codependency was such a big thing. Watching it now, I'm like, holy crap, model codependency.
yeah. Jude is to a degree as well.
They are, she is, and I agree with that. And I think, and with Jude, I think she's codependent on too many people.
Tommy.
Tommy, Sadie, Jamie,
Yeah,
even Darius to a point.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and what's interesting to me is that I don't know how this works, but not only are Jude and Sadie like codependent themselves, but they're like dependent on each other, and that's where the entanglement comes in.
Yeah. Yeah, my family has similar issues. Me and
Yeah,
my siblings and my mum, and it's very difficult to unravel.
yeah,
Almost impossible, really. I've done it to a degree, but not
and
completely.
right, and it's so hard to do that because I'm going through that right now, and it's healing is great, but healing is so painful because
It's
of where
not
you
linear.
have to know. I mean, well, like because of you have to start at the lowest point, and even I mean, like you said, it's not linear. It goes up and down because, like something that just happened to me is I thought I was doing great, and this one thing happened, and it almost sent me spiraling.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the point where I was going to relapse or anything like that, but the relationship that it happened in. Well, I thought we were making all these great improvements and this and that, and then what happened. I was like, "Holy crap! Talk about a
Same thing or similar thing happened to me like a couple of months ago with a certain relationship. I thought we had moved past the point of the entanglement or the biggest part of it, and then something happened and right back to the beginning.
Mm.
And yeah, it brings up everything you thought you'd worked on.
Yeah,
And in terms of this show, like Jude is 17. She doesn't have the the knowledge of any of this.
no." And what I mean, even in because God, I wanted to martyr her myself this episode. Even Sadie is like what 20,
Yeah.
21
21.
maybe. I mean, she doesn't have the skills or the knowledge or any of that to even recognize it.
No, but when I think back to like when did season 3 air? 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what the therapy healing landscape was like back then.
Oh my gosh. It was like, so I had, I have major depressive disorder, and I have bipolar 2, and I have um, PTSD. In 2007, when I was a senior in high school and about to have the Whipple procedure where they took out my entire pancreas. No, this was when I was going to have the subtotal, so they only took out half of my pancreas. My doctor said, we should probably get you in some therapy before we do this. It took them 6 months because the just like mental health was not talked about. It was, if you had it, it was a dirty little secret. You, I mean, it was not discussed like this
Mm,
at all.
yeah. When I think back to that time, I'm pretty sure my mum was training to be in England. They called it counseling back then, but she was training
Mm-hmm.
to be a therapist. And I used to kind of help her type up her like homework, I guess.
Yeah.
And even then, like in the UK, people kind of found it weird that she was maybe training to do that. Whereas now I
Yeah.
feel like everyone's like, "Oh, I'm a trained therapist."
Yes. Yes. Well, and honestly, and I think I love that the word is at our fingertips, talking about like social media and the internet and this and that. There's also something called Dr. Google, or even now today, like Dr. TikTok or Dr. Instagram, whatever. As far as the strides in mental health has come, and that's been great, And because two things can be true, it might not also be good because you do have the people who aren't trained, who didn't go to school, who and think, oh, because I went through this, this, and this, and this, and I survived it, I can offer my expertise in quotations. And so, I mean, I definitely would not prefer to be back like it was in 2007. But sometimes I don't know if it's always great to be where we are now.
Yeah, it's too much of one way almost.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's but everyone in the show of Instant Star could
needs
definitely.
therapy.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny to think that like now we're talking about it in terms of the show, but like they wouldn't have even thought about it back then, writing it.
Oh no.
That's why it's so
You know,
interesting to look at the show again, 20 something years.
yeah. Mm. And it's so funny because I literally just was saying how anyone who was like, oh, because I went through A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Z, I know the cure. I know the symptoms. Well, and it's funny because I was sitting there watching this episode a couple of days ago, and I'm like, well, Darius is narcissist, and Jamie is this, and I'm like, and I literally like got myself thinking right now, like, holy crap, I'm doing what I say is not a good
It's
thing.
hard not to.
Yeah,
It's hard not to. Oh, yeah. I'd love to see this show done today and whether therapy would be talked about or included.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would love, I would love for Instant Star to be done in today.
yeah. Especially how we know season three ends. Like after the ending of season three, everybody involved in that needs therapy.
Yes,
100%.
yes.
Oh, okay. Song review.
Oh,
Just the beginning. How many instant stars out of 10 do you give this song?
I was being really, really freaking generous. I gave it a 4. And that is like really freaking generous.
I gave it a 5 because 4 felt too harsh. It reminds me of Anyone But You.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because of the benefit thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was bringing up the Anyone But You. I actually prefer the version on the soundtrack, um,
Yeah.
where I think it's Davenant Doyle performs it. She wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it in the context of the episode.
No.
I do like the lyric "Sky on top, rain behind me, there's no looking back."
Yeah.
But I don't see how the song fits to dedicate it to Patsy or Sadie.
No. I mean, if Sadie had gone through with I'm going to New York, then okay, that would have been a
Yes,
perfect
just
song.
the beginning. Yeah.
But I'm just like,
And again, it's hard to follow off the back of Darkness Around the Sun,
yeah,
but it didn't work.
no.
Did you have any what the fuck moments?
I did. I actually had 3.
I had
I
one.
had I put Stuart saying I'm the parent. Remember, when has he been a parent at any point in the show?
Yeah, we forget.
Number 2 was why do they make Sadie play dumb when she's clearly smart? I mean, you gotta have some knowledge to you to get into the UN.
Yes.
And I mean, we know that she had good grades in college. We know that when she went to college, we assume. I don't know how it is in Canada or over there, but like to be a captain of a team here, you have to have a good grade point average.
Mm,
A, to even be on a team, and then to be a captain, it has to be even better.
yeah. Like,
Um,
she's constantly portrayed as the dumb blonde, but she's not.
No.
Liam saw that back in season 2. He saw that he
Yeah.
had potential.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Liam, I miss him.
I do too. And then my 3-1. I think this was more just frustration. Why did I say why did I say just why didn't Sadie go to New York? Even if she didn't leave in like that argument type of thing, why didn't she sit down with her dad and Jude and say, okay, this happened
I know.
and
Yeah, and that's what frustrates me. Okay, she doesn't move to New York, but start the character development now then.
yes.
Instead, nothing happens again for her. It's infuriating. Well,
It
my
is.
one what the fuck was just had the one. This whole episode feels weird. That was it.
Yes.
Just feels weird. Did you have any favorite quotes?
I did. How many do I have? I had 3 again. Um the first one was Sadie. I think this might be one of my all-time favorite Sadie lines is take your apartment in 403 hit where the sun don't shine. Number 2 was Jamie said, honestly, Pagan, if you want people you can trust, don't sign with G Major. And then number 3 was Tommy saying, Harris and Jude and Sadie both go stay out of this.
That was my first quote, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first one. The other 2 were from Jamie, where he says, hitmen posing as hitmakers. That was very clever.
Yes.
And the bit where he quits and he says, I'm done, Baldy. I'm out. Out.
Yes.
Out. Jamie honestly was the saving grace of this episode.
He really was.
And this is where his character development just flourishes.
Yes.
He becomes one of my favorites.
Yes. Yes, which is, like I said, I was not expecting that because I hated Jamie for so long. And now
Jamie has the best glow up.
I'm like, you just embody glow up.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word.
I think at the end of the whole podcast, I should make for Instagram like a side by side of season 1 versus season 4 for each character.
Yes.
Crazy. Like,
yes.
First time we see them in season 1, last time we see them in season 4 or something. Remind me of that when I'm forgotten.
I'm writing it down right now.
Okay, our episode rating out of 10. I gave it 3.
I gave it 2.
I get the story, I get what they're trying to do, but it just didn't work. It feels like a bottle episode for Sadie, but done completely wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I hate it because I don't think I've hated any episode of Instant Star. But it's getting there.
Yeah. I'm like this one and I'm in love with my guitar. Cannot remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, those 2, man, they battle it out for lowest.
100%. Was there a season 2 one that was similar? Oh, maybe the Jean Jackets one, that was a bit flat.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was our episode of 306. Thanks for sticking with us if you got to the end.
Yeah. Sorry, you with this one.
Yeah, if you liked this episode, like if you thought it was really good, please tell us. It would be interesting to hear a different perspective.
Yes.
But yeah, we will be back later in the week with the mini recap, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. The Breakdown was produced by me, Chloe, and Neon Network Production. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and listen to all episodes of The Breakdown on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See you next time.